Chapter 10, Will Elmer Elevator rescue the baby dragon? Let's find out right now. Chapter 10, My Father Finds the Dragon. When my father was crossing, finds him doesn't mean he rescues him. I hope he does rescue him. Let's find out. When my father was crossing the back of the 15th, now that's not the 17th, he was on the 15th. He needed two more. He's crossing the back of the 15th crocodile with two more lollipops to go. The noise of the monkeys suddenly stopped. And he could hear a much bigger noise getting louder every second. Then he could hear 7 ferocious tigers and 1 raging rhinoceros and 2 seething lions and 1 ranting gorilla, along with countless screeching monkeys led by 2 extremely irate or angry wild boars, all yelling, "It's a trick! It's a trick! There's an invasion and it must be after our dragon! Kill it! Kill it!" The whole crowd stampeded down to the riverbank. As my father was fixing the 16th lollipop for the last crocodile, he heard a wild boar scream. "Look! It came this way! It's over there right now! See? The crocodiles made a bridge for it." And just as my father leapt onto the other bank, one of the wild boars jumped on the back of the first crocodile. My father didn't have a moment to spare. By now, the dragon realized that my father was coming to rescue him. He ran out of the bushes and jumped up and down, yelling, "Here I am! Here I am! I'm right here! Can you see me? Hurry! Hurry! The boars are coming over on the crocodiles too! They're all coming over! Oh, please, please, please hurry!" The noise was simply terrific. There's the baby dragon. My father ran up to the dragon and took out his very sharp knife. We'll have to check that off in a minute. "Steady, boy, steady. We'll make it. Just stand still," he told the dragon as he began to saw through the big, thick rope on his neck. By this time, the boars, all the 7 tigers, the lions, the rhinoceros, and the gorilla, along with the countless screeching monkeys, were all on their way across on the crocodiles. And there was still a lot of rope for my father to cut through. "Oh, hurry, hurry," the dragon kept saying, and my father kept saying, "Stand still, stand still." "If I think I can't make it," said my father, "we'll fly to the other side of the river and I can finish cutting the rope on that side." So there he was, cutting away. Suddenly the screaming grew louder and madder, and my father thought the animals must have crossed the river. He looked around and he saw something which just surprised him and delighted him, partly because he had finished his lollipop, and partly because, as I told you, crocodiles are finish his lollipop, and partly because, as I told you, crocodiles are very moody and not the least bit dependable, and always looking for something else to eat. So the first crocodile had turned away from the bank and started swimming down the river after he finished the lollipop. The second crocodile, he hadn't finished, so he just followed the first crocodile, still sucking his lollipop. All the rest of them did the same thing right after one another until they were all swimming in a line down the river. The 2 boars, the 7 tigers, the rhinoceros, the 2 lions, the gorilla, along with the countless screeching monkeys, were all riding down the middle of the river on the train of crocodiles, sucking pink lollipops and all screaming and yelling and getting their feet wet. So this is what it looked like. They were all going down the river. Is he going to get the dragon? My father and the dragon laughed themselves weak because it was such a silly sight. And as soon as they had recovered, my father finished cutting the rope, and the dragon raced around in circles and tried to turn a somersault. He was the most excited baby dragon that ever there lived. My father was in a hurry to fly away. And when the dragon finally calmed down a bit, my father climbed onto his back. "All aboard," said the baby dragon. "Where shall we go?" "Well, we could spend the night on the beach," said my father, "and tomorrow we'll start the long journey home." So it's off to the shores of Tangerina. So they're flying back from Wild Island. Remember our map. They're over here. Let's see if I can find the baby dragon. So they're over here, and they're going to fly back to Tangerina where it's safer. All right. All aboard. Yep. We'll spend the night on the beach, and tomorrow we'll start our long journey home. So it's off to the shores of Tangerina, shouted my father, as the dragon soared above the dark jungle and the muddy river and all the animals bellowing at them, and all the crocodiles licking their pink lollipops and grinning wide grins. After all, what did the crocodiles care about a way to cross the river? And what a fine feast they all have on their backs right now. As my father and the dragon passed over the ocean rocks, they heard a tiny voice. Who's over there guarding the ocean rocks? They heard a tiny voice say, "Bum-cack, bum-cack, we dreed our naggin." So what is the mouse trying to say? He doesn't really want to say, bum-cack, we dreed our naggin. Can you tell what he's trying to say? He's trying to say, come back, we need our dragon. But my father and the dragon knew nothing. My father and the dragon knew nothing in the whole world would ever make them go back to Wild Island. So I hope you look forward to reading our next book, the second book in the series, called The Dragons. No, wait, I can't remember. Yikes. Called Elmer and the Dragon. So the next book is called Elmer and the Dragon, and I'll be starting to read that on Monday. So enjoy your weekend. Bye.